Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee, the JLeesCorner. This is my review for The Family Chantel, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm like, someone said, let's do a Season 2, and here we are, okay? But I feel like if Darcy and Stacey ass can get a whole show and they boring, okay? I'm here for Chantel and Pedro and both their entertaining and batshit crazy families to have a show too, okay? But first things first, first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, 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 and all that goodness and stuff, okay? I want y'all to always like the video, comment in the comment section. You can also hit the share button to share it on your social media. Always remember to breathe in on out, okay? Remember to breathe, to inhale and to exhale, okay? And to always relax, to relate, to release, okay? To center yourself and anyone around you, okay? You can also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner, and all of that is where in the description box below each and every video, okay? So we see the whole gang is back, okay? We got Chantel and Pedro, okay, is back. Chantel is 29, okay? Pedro 28. They back with the shenanigans, okay? I'm like, I don't know. Girl, it is what it is, okay? Her parents are back, okay? We got Karen and Thomas, you know what I'm saying? I love Karen's look. She seems more put together, okay? Not so weirdly extra with her clothes and stuff. Her hair looks pretty nice. It's a good wig, okay? Thomas' hair looks nice and coiffed or whatever. Cool. A little gold chain, like a little gold chain or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Being fancy, dancy or whatnot. Okay, her siblings, you know, Season and Nature back up, whatever. Girl, they name them. See, we got Winter and River. Their names is Winter and River. I call them Season and Nature. Okay, but you know, Winter, the sister who was 25, and River, the brother who was 22. I don't know what weird gang River didn't join with them weird ass braids in his head. I need someone to tame the back of them braids, okay? I mean, no one said that may not look right on camera. It just looks weird on camera, but we're gonna let that be. He only 22. Anyway, so we see Chantel is almost done with school. Put that over there. We see that she almost done with school. Pedro always looking at her looking like, what are you saying, Chantel? Do I know what you're saying in real life? I don't know. But anyway, she's almost done with school. So he like, I'm happy about that. That is wonderful, because when she's done with school, I can then go to school. We can maybe buy a house one day, because I do not want to work in a warehouse for the rest of my life. I want to be here and live the big American dream lifestyle. Yay! I'm happy he wanted to go to school and get something better for himself or whatever. But with him saying we're gonna live real big, like the real big American lifestyle, she then replied, well, tell your family they need to think small, because they live on a small island, so they need to stop asking for money. I was like, damn, Chantel, that's a whole lot, but we're gonna leave it be. Now we also find out that she has another sibling, okay? Her brother Royal, okay? Royal is an older brother who's been in Texas for a few years. He is now a surgical technologist, which just means when anybody's having anything done in the hospital, he has to make sure all the safety precautions and procedures are followed, okay? So this is the whole thing. That's what he do. But he is now back home in Atlanta, okay? And he has a whole new wife, okay, who's from the Philippines, named Jeanette. I'm gonna probably call her Angie, because I may forget Jeanette, or I don't want to make up no names, because it can be whatever, okay? Now, Royal's wife came to the States on the K1 visa, just like Pedro did with Chantal. I'm like, y'all got 2 K1 visa marriages in the family? That's a lot. So Chantel feel like his wife, you know, needs to open up more to me. Because, you know, the family don't really know her. You know, she came here on the K1 visa, and they had 90 days to see if it would work out or whatever. But they got married only 1 week after she got here, okay? And that was a couple months ago, well, a few months ago. And then, you know, I can't believe he did not wait the 90 days to see if it would work out. I'm looking like, well, you and Pedro waited, and y'all still ain't really working out. I mean, y'all together, but it's a train wreck waiting to happen or whatnot. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, Pedro feels as if it's a double standard because, again, when I came to the family, they gave me all kind of issues and troubles or whatever. No one liked me or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But for Royal, his wife, they not give her any issues, okay? That's some bullshit. They bring up how Royal went to the Philippines like once or twice to see Jeanette before she came to U.S. or whatever, versus Chantel, who went over to the Dominican Republic to visit Pedro in the beginning several times before he came over here. You know, she brings up how maybe it's because, you know what I'm saying, he's the oldest and he's the son and I'm younger and I'm the daughter. I'm looking like, why does Pedro care? You're married to Chantel. And you can't take your place, bruh. Leave it be or whatnot. So, you know, it's her brother's birthday. The mama throwing a whole birthday party late her. And so she wants to get her brother a special gift. Okay, I guess he likes music or, you know, instruments or whatever. So they go to like a little instrument store. And Pedro in there, like, get some cheap, okay? We can't be up in here spending all this money on no gift for your brother. She's like, didn't you just spend like $800 on an iPhone for your sister? Didn't you get them a purse and some shoes and some makeup and this and that and that and this and everything else? Okay, you was spending buku bucks on your people. Fuck you mean I'm gonna give my brother what I want to get my brother? I feel like Pedro and Chantel know how to create or allow their issues to be good for TV, because ain't no way in hell you know for a fact how much money you spent on your siblings and you gonna try and check me over what I spend on my brother. I will clock you in the head. We're gonna leave that be too. Now Pedro need to be mad at this bitch or whatever, but Pedro is really like, you know, Chantel, I really need your help, okay? You know, because you have your family here, I really need your help because I want to bring my sister and my mama here to the U.S. of A. And she said, I will never, let me make it clear, I will never help him bring them here because they would just sit here for 24/7 and try to ruin my marriage. The producer's like, so you're never, she's like, producer, I will never help him. Period. I'm like, mean what you say, stand firm on your word, and keep it pushing or whatever. So we then see over in the DR. Okay, we see Pedro's sister. We don't like his sister, okay? We don't like her at all. We see Nicole, old brace face ass. She is so rude and nasty. I just want her to trip down some stairs that's cushioned and fall into a bed of like cotton swabs, but the cotton swabs is covered in like hot sauce, and then like one of the cotton swabs is kind of sharp, so it kind of cuts her a little bit, just a little bit, so the salt and the hot sauce that she falls into burns a little bit. Okay, that's what I want to happen, but she'll be okay. She'll be okay. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, his money hungry sis over there. And you know, Nicole is 25. She say she's still working on her journalism degree. Are you sure? I don't know. Anyway, she on the beach. I'm on the beach. And she talking with her friend. If y'all don't know what that is from, I'm on the beach. You too young to be watching me. I say that phrase anytime anyone is on the beach. Anyway, so the last time, no, she was hanging out on the beach with her friend, a girl who was trying to fuck Pedro, who was married. Okay, her friend was trying to fuck her married brother. That's nasty. Now, last time we was all around said friend was when it was all in the Dominican Republic, and Chantel threw girl a drink on old girl and told her she was a hooker. I was like, But you know, her name Nancy. What's her damn name? I don't know if I got the girl. Nicole, old racist ass, gonna say, you know, we toss some water on my friend didn't mean anything. You know, getting water on her hair is fine because she has naturally good hair. She maybe did not say good, but she insinuated that the person had a better texture of hair, because she then said had water been tossed on Chantel's hair, her hair would have disintegrated. And I'm like, you old hair hating ass heifer, but we're gonna move past that. We don't like her no way, so we have came to the conclusion we don't like her. So she tells her friend, you know, but I don't care about Pedro. I don't care about Chantel because I got a boyfriend now or whatever. She's dating Alejandro. Okay. Now Alejandro, as she says, she's been dating for a few months. And she loves him because he spends money on her. Okay. He gives her money and that's what she wants. She's money hungry. Okay. She wants someone to always take care of her. And ain't nothing wrong with wanting stability and support from someone, but I feel like, get your own first, boo. Anyway, he's Dominican and he lives in New York. Yes, she lives in the Dominican Republic, but she decided to date a man who was Dominican in the U.S. You know, date Dominicans in the States when they're in the Dominican Republic. People who want to come to the States, okay? I'm going to leave that be. Now, she brings up how I met him a couple years ago at a party, but I also saw him on IG here and there, whatever. I've been to see him twice in New York, but now we dating or whatever. And she wants to move to New York to be with him. And, you know, her mom knows about him, but has not met him. Her brother knows about him, but has not met him either. But she brings up how he's a great, great guy, but there's something about him that no one knows. And I don't want to tell them because it may make them not like him, okay? But I do want to move to New York and be with him forever. I was like, girl, your visa clears off. Anyway, that's all we get from Braceface right now. Yes, I'm calling her Braceface because she's somebody on nurse. We then see it's a whole party for Royal. We finally get to meet Royal and his wife. But first, we learned a few things about the family. Now, winter, spring, and fall has moved home with her parents. Okay, then we know last season she lived with her boyfriend Jai. They had been together for a few years. Okay, well, she found out that he out of the blue had a whole kid he never told her about, even though his daughter or son. But the daughter lived with him. He had a whole other kid that was like 8 or 9 or whatever that he constantly knew about that he just never told her about. Girl, and so she now moved back home with her parents. Anyway, she's at home. Pedro don't like how easy Royal's wife has been accepted into the family, whatever. He don't like it. But Mama Karen explains to Chantel, because Chantel don't like it either. But Mama Karen said, look, let me explain what happened, okay? First of all, Royal loves his wife's family, and they love him too, okay? That's one. 2, her family has never tried to break up their marriage, okay? Unlike Pedro's family, okay? And then when we met his wife as his wife, okay? He never lied and hid shit and was secretive about anything, okay? When we met Pedro under false pretenses, so that's why it's different, okay? You told us he was a friend here visiting or whatever, fucked around, turned out he was your fucking fiance who you had to marry in like a week, okay? Whole lies or whatnot. So meaning you created this fucked up lying ass situation, you know, having these badass in-laws who keep trying to ruin your marriage. So it's different with the dynamic, okay? Don't act like, you know what I'm saying, there was no issues with Pedro. I'll leave that be. So we finally meet Royal and his wife and Jeanette. Okay, Royal is 32 and Jeanette is 23. Okay, and she's from the Philippines. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now the parents, well mostly Karen, brings up how I feel like the difference between Chantel and Pedro versus Royal and Angie is that Pedro's family was looking for an American for Pedro to marry. So Chantel, like you know what I'm saying, fell deep down to the trick of it all, okay? I don't feel like Andy's family was out here looking for an American. I'm like, but you haven't met them yet. So how do you know, Karen? We don't know that yet. I ain't saying that is what happened, but y'all didn't know about Pedro trying to get an American until y'all met the family, whatever, and it all came out. So, you know, we just don't know, whatever. Anyway, they sit around talking or whatever, chit-chatting and whatnot, and Andy brings up to Winter, the mama, and Chantel, you know, well, I like being here now, whatever, it's cool being in Atlanta, but sometimes I do miss my family, and sometimes I do be at home crying. I just want to go back to the Philippines, but I'm here, you know, it is what it is. And Karen said, oh, you know, I want you to know if you ever feel like, you know, you need somebody, like, we're here for you, we're your family now. Winter then said, yeah, like, we're sisters, like, you can go hang out or whatever, we can hang out. She's like, oh, can we? And she was like, yeah. You can tell that Angie doesn't know them. Because again, they just moved back to Atlanta recently, so it's not as if it's like it's an ongoing family hangout situation and whatnot. Okay, now the whole time Chantel like, oh yeah, but Chantel is sneaky, okay, sneaky diggy, and she really just wants. Well, I want to get to know Angie because I feel like, I'm saying, she's so shut off from us and she don't talk much or whatever. Girl, you just met her. Give her time to get to know you, heifer. Getting on my nerves anyway. And then Chantel always say, well, me and Winter's having a girl day. You can come with us and have a girl day. I'm looking like, you just made that shit up, Chantel. But we're gonna let that be. We then, well, first of all, the party. Who told Karen to wear her party boots? Honey, Karen came dressed like she was going to the club. Girl, look at them boots. Girl, you were at a home party. Why you not in like some slippers? Why, girl? Oh, girl, it's a cute outfit. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, Karen mama was like, what? I'm going to be fly this season. I'm going to be real fly and frugal looking too. Okay. I'm wearing my fancy boots at home. I'm be real sparkly or whatnot. I'm going to do that. I'm like, Lord Jesus, fix it. Anyway, so in the kitchen, okay, the guys like, Royal, Pedro, Thomas, and River. Okay. River, Royal, Winter, and Chantel. Chantel was a weird, her name, maybe it was supposed to be Chanel. I don't know. Anyway, so Royal brings up how him and Angie was going to have a whole second wedding because the first wedding was like a justice of the peace at the courthouse situation and whatnot. One day in a weekday, and no one came to it because they was at work. I'm not. I guess so. Anyway, Pedro was real. Well, how did you meet her? How did you meet her? How did you meet her? Who called first? Who called first? Who? I'm like, calm the fuck down, Pedro. Pedro trying so bad to not be the bad in-law. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be the bad in-law person. I'm like, Pedro, it will always be you. You fought River. Calm down. Anyway, so Royal said we met online on Facebook, whatever you know what I'm saying. I logged into Facebook one day and I had a friend request. Him saying if near we started talking or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So she did, friend requested me. And she did message me first. Oh, why he said that? She messaged him. Oh, okay. He also brings up how they talked for a whole year. Okay, that after the year of them talking, he then made a trip to see her in the Philippines, whatever. And that's when he proposed on the first trip. And then he said, I went back a second time to see her too. He goes, Pedro, so does she send her family money back home? He was like, you're like, no, she doesn't. But if she did send them any money, I'm saying it wouldn't be, I wouldn't have an issue with that. And also, anyone who does can mind their own business. And I'm like, oh, okay, Royal, like, what I'm saying? Pedro asked these questions. He's being too nosy. He's being really, really nosy. I don't like it or whatever. And not only that, whatever issues he has with my sisters, that's not my problem. Royal like, look, leave me out y'all bullshit. I'm going to be on the show for a check. Okay, for a check. But leave me out your bullshit immediately or whatnot. Okay. Now, Pedro then asked River, but River, what you think about all that? Like, what do you think about the marriage or whatever? And you know what I'm saying? Because when you met me, you was mad at me. River like, look, you know what I'm saying? I trust my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's my older brother. He takes the lead and not his fault. Like, it's different with Royal than it is with Chantel. And I'm like, usually the older sibling, you do, like, allow them to do whatever. And, he seems like the responsible sibling who don't like the bullshit. Okay? That's probably why he left. Anyway, on the car ride home, we see Chantel and Pedro talking. He goes, Pedro, Angie contacted him first. You know what I'm saying? She messaged him first. So she was looking for him. Oh, what? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I'm saying, Angie is trying to impress my family. She not really being herself. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was fishing for him. I'm like, fishing for what? For a marriage to your girl? Anyway, now I'm worried about my brother. I'm saying, I am so worried. I need to have a girl out to see who she is because I cannot have her using my brother. I'm like, Pedro using you more than that lady is using your brother. Okay, they on some bullshit. So now it's like, I need to gain her trust. Okay, I have to gain her trust and become I Spy Private Eye to see what's going on because I don't have time to let her ruin their marriage. I'm looking like you gonna ruin their marriage and your bond with your brother. He gonna cut your ass out. I'm gonna leave that be. I feel like Chantel has turned into her mama and Pedro's parents with her mom and a sister. You stupid. I'm gonna leave that be anyway. Now we do see Pedro say he gained about 40 pounds since coming to the States, and he's been working out to lose weight. He lost 25 pounds and gained some muscle. Cool. He on the phone with messy ass mama and messy ass sister, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Telling them about Royal, Mary and Angie. You know what I'm saying? How, the family's being hypocritical by being nice to Angie, but they were not nice to him. Now, first of all, they were nice to him at first, okay? It was a fight and a line about him and her getting married is what made the family feud, okay? It was the issues that both Pedro and Chantel brought upon the family that made it some bullshit. Now, I don't care about his messy ass mama or his messy ass sister, speaking negatively about the family. The mama actually said, I feel like her, her parents or her family have mental problems, because why would they not be nice to you but be nice to this other wife? I'm like, shut the fuck out of here, okay? Your son fought they son, okay? And not only that, your son was up there, well, also Chantel, lying to the people, acting as if he was a friend that's visiting, okay? I'm gonna leave that be. But get the fuck out of here, okay? Pedro do bring up the boyfriend, okay? Brace face don't want to talk about the boyfriend from the mama. And, now he's saying, I want to go and, meet the boyfriend in New York to see if he's a good person. When Pedro was like, I never met him, Chantel said in the confessional, Chantel said, I have never met any of Nicole's clients. I said, clients? Do I smell a whore? Is she a whore? Oh, God, she's a whore. God. And that is from Booty Call. Don't come in my comment section about my commentary, because some of it will be from movies. Damn it. You have to be old enough to watch my channel to realize what I be saying. But I'm going to leave that be. And Paige, like, you to watch your mouth. Now, don't be rude or whatever. Okay, fine. I met her boyfriends. Okay, with an S. But I feel like she's using this one to come to the U.S. Okay. But again, Pedro want to go to New York to see him. I'm like, Pedro, stay at home. So Angie then goes over Chantel's house, whatever, with Winter, whatever. They're gonna have girls' night, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay. Now she brings up how before she gets like, I've never hung out with them solo, and since I'm happy and I'm looking forward to getting to know them or whatever. So she get there, whatever. I'm saying, like, Royal said I should not drink that much. I'm saying, because he does not want me to be out here in these streets drunk. Well, he shouldn't tell you how much to drink. I'm looking like, yes, he can advise her, don't be out here getting drunk. She's a whole foreigner. She's not from here. She's from the Philippines. You don't want no foreigners out here drunk in these streets and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. She also brings up, as Winter is up there curling her hair, how Royal doesn't really like her, or doesn't. She brought up how Royal prefers her to wear her hair straight. He doesn't really like it when her hair is curly. He should. Wait, that doesn't matter. He cannot. I'm like, oh my God. I feel like they want to corrupt her, to try to get her on their side, to get some kind of information from her, and that's just not fair. I can see the train wreck coming from a mile away. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So Chantel brings up how she's so quiet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when anyone is very quiet, and when people are quiet, when people are quiet and observant, it usually means they're hiding something. I'm like, no, bitch. It just means we may not want to talk. We're just watching what's going on. That's really it. So, girl, whatever. So they get dressed, okay, and hoochie mama gear. Well, no, like freakum dresses for the club or whatnot. And on the way to the club, we do see that Royal text Angie, like, you know what I'm saying, you want me to come get you? I can come get you. Now, I don't know if she did not respond or not, but she got a text or whatnot. Now, at the club, whatever, they just trying to get her to drink and dance. They're like pop. I'm like, she don't seem too comfortable, but she's there. And she's like, it's loud in the club. I'm saying it's really loud in the club. I'm saying I prefer like quieter places because how can I get to know them if and she's like, I can't get to know them by just sitting around drinking and dancing. Like I can't, we can't even talk in here. And I think her thing was a girl's night would have been like getting to know each other, not in a loud. I can't even hear you, okay? And the drinks are nasty, or whatever. She brings up how it's her first time drinking hard liquor and it was nasty, and she did make a nasty face. It was like, no. But she kept drinking. Now she's drunk, okay? You can tell she drunk because she looks loose. Okay, she looks loose and whatnot, and she little wobbly or whatever. Lightweights can't handle hard liquor, especially Long Island's that are made. Long Island's what she was drinking. If they're made, strong, they will get you drunk with one. Okay, when I get my Long Island, I'm like, look, I want my Long Island's dark skin, meaning the lighter the drink, the more liquor. So I'm like, I need more Coke than liquor because I don't want to be drunk off one at all. Okay, let my drink sneak up on me. Anyway, we then see Chantel. Chantel is dressed like a whole hoochie. Chantel is in this blue dress. As you can see, her dress is up. Her crotch is exposed. Okay, the girl in the cheetah cat suit, I don't know who she is or whatever. But again, Chantel, titties up and pushed out, cooch out, ass almost out. She don't look like anyone's wife, okay? Or she's the wife of someone who does not care if they wife is out here with their ass, cooch, and titties out, okay? Boom, pow, pow. Now then we see, as she's drunk, dancing, shaking her ass. We then see she's been over dancing. Who walks up? Royal. Okay, Royal, that's his hat. Okay, he walks up as his sister is bent over dancing, her ass is out. I just covered that up, or whatever. And he like, I came to get Angie. What are you doing here? We're like, we're having fun. Why are you here? She's not drunk. She's clearly drunk. His wife is clearly drunk. Whatever. He like, look, I came to get her. Whatever. I had time. Like we're leaving. I was concerned. I was texting her and calling her, and was not getting any response or whatever. So I was worried. What was something could happen, so I'm here to get her right now. So he gets Angie's drunk. She's a little bit wobbly. So he gets his wife. They're leaving. It's not even a scene. He wasn't upset. He was real calm. He's like, I'm gonna get her and leave. Whatever. Y'all can stay. We're leaving. Chantel, like, he has never acted this way. And if his exes, I'm thinking like, bitch, they weren't his wife. You can't base how a man acted with a girlfriend with how he acts with his wife. Two different things, okay? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? She then follows him out the club. They had coats on, whatever. Chantel ran out in that dress. She had to be freezing. Tits out, cooch out, all that or whatnot. Because she's drunk. Okay, she's drunk. Why did you come here? We were having a good time. Okay, no one's drunk. You're drunk. You're drunk. Anyway, like, well, I was worried that something could have happened. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't replying. But, he like, it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? We're leaving. If you want to come on. If you want to got the cold, let's go. Because, again, she looks like she's freezing. I don't want to leave. I want to have a good time. He's like, well, okay. That's fine. But we're leaving. Walks away. Chantel is batshit crazy. Chantel wants to break up their marriage because, there was no reason to chase him down the street as if he was being like, he quietly came in, got his wife, put her coat on, and took her home. Boom, pow, pow. Now, in the confessional, you know what I'm saying, well, Royal told me, you know what I'm saying, when he first started talking to her, before whatever, that she was also messaging other guys in America romantically. So now I feel like, you know what I'm saying, something's weird about their relationship. I'm looking like, you can't judge when two people live in two different countries and they're Facebook talking. Yes, people talk to more than one person. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, I'm not saying that she wasn't looking for an American. I'm also saying there's nothing wrong with someone talking to people. I'm going to leave their beer with not. Now, in the car, okay, Royal is talking to him. She's saying, well, how many drinks did you have? I had one. It was really, really strong, Okay, he like, look, it's fine if you go out and have fun. Like, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? But you have to remember to conduct yourself like a classy lady. She said, "Oh, you don't consider Chantel to be classy?" He was like, "No, not at all." You know what I'm saying? "I do not consider Chantel classy. No, I do not." You know what I'm saying? He then tells Angie, some people like going out and getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. I think he felt like she was following the lead of Chantel. I think that too. I think she wanted to have fun with them and she was just doing what they were doing or whatever. I'm saying, in his confessional, he like, Angie's a married woman and she should carry herself like a married woman. I'm saying, like, I get what he meant. It sounds controlling. I feel like he's a different kind of guy. He don't want a woman like his sister, who's a little bit loosey-goosey. He wants someone to be respectable in public. You not gonna see Michelle Obama out in public twerking with her cooch and ass out. You not gonna see this. When I hear someone say, "I want her to be classy like a wife," I think of Michelle Obama, who's still fun, who still laugh and joke and have fun, but she still cares herself because she still wants to be a respectable woman. That ain't Chantel. It isn't at all, or whatever. That's how it goes off. I'm not girl boom bow pow. So again, I will be reviewing the whole season. Okay, the trailer for the season looks good. Girl, mess everywhere. So I'll be here for it all. Okay. Anyway, I'm done.